Today we're taking a look at these NCAAB matches, which are happening on Thursday, November 24, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Oregon Ducks vs Connecticut Huskies. The Huskies have won 5 straight games. They played well offensively in those games, scoring more than 87 points per game while making over 51% of their shots. They do a good job finding the open man and they're aggressive on the offensive glass, which will give them more scoring opportunities. They have also done a good job protecting the ball and won't give the Ducks a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Ducks have played well defensively this season, but they have struggled against good offensive teams and will have a hard time slowing down the Huskies. The Ducks split their first 4 games and struggled offensively in those games, scoring less than 70 points per game. They have struggled with their shot, especially from 3-point range and the free throw line. They rebound the ball well, which will keep them in this game, but they will have a hard time hanging on to the ball, with the Huskies averaging more than 7 steals per game. UConn has done well defensively this season and gave up more than 60 points once in 5 games, so expect them to keep Oregon's offense in check. Go with the Huskies to cover the spread. Take UConn Huskies minus 3.5 points. Oregon has been very inconsistent offensively so far this season. In the Ducks' 2 step-up games against tougher competition, Oregon failed to score more than 56 points, even though both matchups were at home for them. The Ducks shot 32.7% against UC Irvine and just 38.8% against Houston. Oregon also shot badly from the 3-point line in both matchups. Connecticut has been solid on both sides of the floor so far this year. The Huskies' defense should be able to limit the Ducks' offense. Take the under 138.5 points. Seton Hall vs Memphis. The Memphis Tigers are allowing an average of 68.0 points per game, which is 167th in the nation. The Tigers are allowing a field goal shooting percentage of 39.2% and a 3-point shooting percentage of 33.8%. Memphis is allowing an average of 31.7 rebounds per game, and the Tigers are averaging 38.0 rebounds per game. The king of the boards for Memphis is DeAndre Williams, with an average of 9.0 rebounds per game. Williams is also the leader in steals with an average of 2.3 per contest and has a team best average in swats at 1.0 blocked shots per game. Seton Hall is off to a strong start on the defensive end, allowing an average of only 55.8 points per game. The Pirates are allowing the 4th lowest field goal shooting percentage in the nation at 32.8% and the 6th lowest 3-point shooting percentage at 21.3%. Seton Hall allows an average of 31.5 rebounds per game, and the Pirates are averaging 42.8 boards per contest, led by Therese Samuel, with an average of 6.0 rebounds per game. Kadri Richmond is the leader in steals with an average of 1.8 per game, and Samuel is the leader in blocked shots, with an average of 1.0 swats per contest. Memphis will face a tough defense when playing against Seton Hall, but the Tigers' offense is generating 74.0 points per game, and the Tigers' defense will face a Seton Hall offense that is shooting only 45.4% overall and could be without its second leading scorer Dre Davis, who missed Seton Hall's victory over Wagner and has a knee injury that could prevent him from being 100% even if able to play. Memphis has covered the spread in 4 of its last 5 overall. Seton Hall has played against second-tier Division I opponents in 3 or 4 games, and in the only game played thus far against a top-tier opponent, was defeated easily by Iowa 83-67. Take Memphis Tigers minus 1.5 points. Louisville transfer Dre Davis is second on the team with 11.3 points per game, while averaging 22.7 minutes off of the bench. 8 players on the team have 6.3 points per game or higher. 4 are in double digits. As a team they are shooting 45.4% from the field and 39% from three-point range. Al-Amir Dawes is the team's leading scorer at 12.3 points per game. The Clemson transfer had a season-high 19 points versus Wagner. 2 teams in KenPom's top 30 for defensive efficiency should prove an interesting battle. Especially given that both teams can score, Memphis averaging 74 a game, Seton Hall, 77. So what will give here? The answer will lie in the shooting where both teams aren't bad, but also haven't been extremely efficient either. I think defense wins the day and we go under in this game. Take the under, 138.5 points. West Virginia vs Purdue. After a 29-win season in 2021-22 and a run to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament, the Purdue Boilermakers are by no means satisfied. Purdue had one of their best team in decades, but failed to win the Big Ten tournament and then were bounced in the Sweet 16 by heavy underdog, St. Peter's. Now, with 3 starters gone from that time, Purdue head coach looks to continue a push towards meeting those lofty goals this season. After a disappointing season last year that ended at 16-17 overall and just 4-14 in the Big 12 Conference, WVU head coach Bob Huggins revamped his roster this season, looking for a team more equipped to his style. So far, at 4-0 on the season, the Mountaineers appear to be back on course. They have featured an aggressive defense that is causing turnovers and creating easy baskets in the paint. On Friday night, in their last game before this tournament, WVU took down Penn at home, 92-58. With a win, Huggins tied Jim Calhoun for 3rd place on the Division I men's basketball wins list. He now is just 80 wins short of 1,000 for his career. Senior guard Eric Stevenson went 8 of 9 from the floor for 21 points, including 4 of 4 from long range. The Mountaineers as a team shot 56% from the floor and 52% from 3PT range. 3 other players all finished with 11 points, Tree Mitchell, Kedrian Johnson and Joe Toussaint. When West Virginia is playing Huggins ball, they are uniquely effective at home, the road or a neutral site. They get after it on the defensive end and drive to the basket for better looks. I expect the Mountaineers to go right after Purdue big man Edey to get him into foul trouble early. When they are clicking, few teams ever get to the rim more aggressively and with such force as West Virginia does. Purdue is still sorting out their roster and will hope to be playing their best basketball by the time league play kicks in. At this point, West Virginia has a slight edge in strength of schedule and has looked like the more consistent team, particularly with their ability to knock down open shots. Look for Huggins' team to dictate play and get a win in this opening round matchup. Take West Virginia. The Purdue Boilermakers have been playing extremely well as they are coming off a 75-70 win over the Marquette Golden Eagles. They have been shooting the ball extremely well as they shot 48.2% from the floor and 33.3% from beyond the arc. Junior center Zach Edey has been playing extremely well as he finished the game with 20 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 blocks in 33 minutes on the court. Both of these programs have been shooting the ball extremely well throughout the course of the first handful of games, as Purdue is 139th in the sport with a 44.3 field goal percentage, while West Virginia is 18th in the entire NCAA with a 50.9 field goal percentage thus far. Even when they are missing shots, these teams are able to grab offensive rebounds to make baskets and not leave that side of the court without points, as the Boilermakers are 45th in the sport with 11.3 offensive rebounds, while the Mountaineers are 152nd with 9 offensive rebounds per game thus far. All in all, go with the over to hit in this game as well.